so this is the KitchenAid spiralizer. If you want to get a shot of the box, it's right there. Right there, it says KitchenAid spiralizer. And I got this specifically for Thanksgiving because I got tired of peeling potatoes, and it does a great job with apples and coring and peeling too. So the first thing you do is there's this spiky thing to hold on to the fruit or vegetable, and you got to jam that into the base of the fruit. It's not that hard. And then you come over here, you make sure there's enough room to get onto here, but basically you slide it on and it's going to twist to lock in place. So slide on, twist, and then this, you get that right center. You can press it into the fruit and then lock it into the teeth there. You should do all of that with it off. I do have it plugged in. I should have left it unplugged until I'm ready. But anyway, so this is locked. The arm is going to stay down. And when I'm ready, I've got my catch bowl here. This is going to move independently. I've got a bowl under there just because it came with the bowl and I don't care. But this is where all the action is, right here. You keep your fingers out of the way of this. And you always turn it off before you take things on and off, and always better to unplug. But anyway, here we go.
Speaking of action.
Yep, so here we go.
There's the action dog right there.
So it peels it and it cores it. And it does a pretty good job of both at the same time, as long as you're able to center the thing that holds it on to the core. And that way when you do line it up, it will nicely core and peel and slice. And so this has saved me so much time every time I want to make apple pie, or if I want to peel potatoes for the mashed potatoes. Specifically Thanksgiving, this is why I got it. All right, turned it off. So I'm going to slide. Look at this. Look at these. They look like pineapple rings. And those are going to layer so nicely into the pie crust that I'm waiting for the dough to warm to room temperature to be able to do the pie crust right now. It had been chilling overnight. So we twist that off, core still, and now we twist this off, and I need to go to the next one. This is a bigger apple. I like to use Fuji, Gala, and Honeycrisp are the apples that I prefer in my apple pie. And every time I make an apple pie on the Big Green Egg, my husband's like, make sure you get the right apples. So Fuji, Gala, and Honeycrisp. Okay, so it was all off, and now we're going to start. And it's the lowest setting that says stir. You don't need anything fast. In fact, the instructions tell you to use the lowest setting. So it peels and cores at the same time and slices. And I have to say, this was my first KitchenAid attachment. This was my first mixer. This was the Artisan mixer. So that's their entry-level KitchenAid. I also have the bigger one that's like the professional size where it has the arm lift on the bowl. But this is easier to move around, especially when you have a lot to do on Thanksgiving. So there we go, it stopped. Slide off. Look at all these. I could play poker with these thin cards. Look at that. Anyway, so it's off. I'm twisting. Get the little core off. It's a little slippery, but it's okay. Next. And I'm just going to fill up this bowl. I may have more apples than will fill one pie, but remember when we cook it down, it's going to actually be less than it looks like. Slide this up again. I'm not worried about anything hanging. It's going to drop. There it goes. When I first got this, I felt like I could just watch it all day. Kind of like the ice cream mixer too. There's a frozen bowl that you can get through the KitchenAid, and when you start making ice cream with it, it's just mesmerizing. You could just stand there and, oh my gosh, when's it going to be ready? So this has saved me so much time. I love how it slices and cores at the same time and peels. Happy Thanksgiving!